hold the chicken in his fingers and lick them afterward. She'd been to the movies. She knew cowboys cooked over open fires and ate out of cans. But was the handsome young lieutenant actually one of those? There'd been something about him when he'd met her penetrating gaze. It was as though he'd been trying to figure her out. A Texan. Today would be a good time to talk to Billie about Neil. After their guest left and they were doing the dishes. A nice mother-to-daughter talk. Billie seemed to like that Sunday bit of intimacy. Agnes personally found it especially boring. Her own life was uneventful, and Billie's was so placid and predictable that it didn't leave much room for conversation. Usually, they ended up discussing a book, or the progress of the garden, or exchanging pieces of gossip. Agnes glanced at the clock. It was 1:45. 15 minutes till their guest arrived. Billie stopped playing. She closed the piano. She was going into her room. Agnes knew her daughter was perched on the window seat, book in hand, staring out at the road, waiting for a white uniform. The telephone rang at 2:03. Billie almost broke her neck running out to the hall to pick up the receiver. "Hello?" she breathed. "Billie?" "Yes." It was him. Yes, it's me. Moss?" A low chuckle came over the wire. "I'm sorry, Billie, but I won't be able to come to dinner. The Admiral wants to play golf this afternoon and can't find a partner. I'm the best he can come up with. Perhaps you'll invite me another time?" Billie sucked in her breath. He wasn't coming. Somehow, she'd known he wouldn't. She wanted so badly to see him walk up to her front door. She couldn't remember ever wanting something so badly, unless it was the Christmas she'd wanted a 2-wheeled bike. She hadn't gotten that, either. "Any time," she said brightly, hiding her disappointment. "Our Sundays are open. You don't need an invitation." There. Short of begging, what else could she say? "That's very kind of you. Please thank your mother. Listen, Billie, if you're ever at the Front Street USO on a Saturday night, I hope you'll save me a dance." USO. Dance. Save him a dance. "I'll do that, Lieutenant. Thank you for calling," Billie said pleasantly. When she hung up the phone, she forced a smile to her lips. She knew Agnes was standing in the doorway and had probably heard every word. She had to turn and face her mother. Do it. Do it now before your face cracks with the strain. "Oh, Mother, there you are. That was Lieutenant Coleman. He won't be able to make dinner. He has to play golf with the Admiral. I told him he had an open invitation. Was that all right, Mother?" Relief coursed through Agnes. Neil was still in the running. "Of course, dear. We must do our part, small as it may seem. I'm certain that one day, when he has nothing better to do, he'll drop by for a home-cooked meal." Billie wanted to run to her room and cry. Cry when things got too bad. But it wouldn't be the same now. Now she was sleeping in the study because her room, a room that had been hers and hers alone, was to be rented. How she had loved it. The small windows under the eaves, the shelves holding all her books, her music scores in neat stacks, the pictures she'd painted, and her bulging portfolio of designs that leaned against the wall. Now it was all a jumble in the study. A study wasn't a bedroom. She was sick with disappointment. "Well, since there are just the two of us, we might as well eat now." Agnes turned and went back into the kitchen. "We'll eat in here. No sense going to all the trouble of messing up the dining room, is there?" Billie followed after her mother, knowing how difficult it was going to be to swallow even one bite. She adjusted her features into a pleasant mask of indifference. It was going to be just another Sunday. As Moss replaced the phone, his eyes went to the golf bag in the corner of Admiral McCarter's office. The Admiral was entertaining a visiting 3-star at the Officers' Club. Moss's conscience pricked slightly as he made his way down the long battleship gray hallway. He joined 3 of his friends who waited impatiently at the curb in the parking lot. "New York City, here we come," one of the